Good afternoon and welcome to a very sunny Swansea Bay. I'm joined this afternoon by Mr. Ricky Purdy, Director of Residential Lettings here at Dawsons. Hi Ricky.
Hi Lawrence, good to see you again.
What a day.
Very much so, yeah.
Well, in the background here we've got Swansea Marriott. It's the location for an event that is taking place this evening. The event has been organised by Dawsons estate agents. And I understand it's all in conjunction with the landlord registration scheme, Ricky.
Yeah, it is. The date in question of November later this year is fast approaching, so it's our second event, Lawrence. The first one was very well received in April, and we're following up now with a sort of a slightly larger event, hence the change of venue to accommodate a full house again.
What is it all about? What does a landlord have to do? Or what do they don't have to do, whatever?
It's split two ways really. A landlord will need to register whatever they're planning to do in terms of management of their property. So sure. Registering just to sort of note their properties, the fact they're a landlord and they are responsible for a certain amount of accommodation. The licensing aspect then is either focused on the landlord that self-manages or on the agent that will manage on behalf of a landlord. So it's a sort of a decision time at the moment where landlords will choose either to continue self-managing and become licensed as an individual, or to take a step back from that interaction and have an agent do things on their behalf. It's a £33.50 process if you're going to do an online application, so that's a relatively sort of cheap cost, but nonetheless it's a process that needs to happen, which is separate from licensing, which is an additional cost.
Okay, and as far as the licence fee is concerned, what is the price on the licence?
The price for the licence is £144, so it's a bigger cost, and that's if you're going to look to be a licensed landlord. The cost for an agent is applicable to the size of the agency, and that's borne by the agent. In our instance, so from a landlord's point of view, it's that £144 for an online licence, and then the £33.50 for an online registration application.
Now, we're here for the Dawsons event this evening, which is all about landlord registration. You guys are the experts as far as insurance policies are concerned. What does the landlord need? Roger?
Basically, policy that will cover things like malicious damage by tenants,
okay.
Property owners' liability.
Yes.
We can offer various policies to suit the landlord's need.
Yes.
At competitive rates, but without cutting on the cover.
Ian, tell us about what you're going to be speaking about this evening. Exactly.
It's really advising people about Legionnaire's disease and how it's contracted and the effects of it, and where our role comes in, doing a risk assessment to look at the areas where bacteria may develop to dangerous levels.
And typically in a sort of normal house, where does this bacteria develop? Where would you find it in a house?
It's in all the water in a house. It's in all the water we drink every day.
Really? But
it's in such low levels that it doesn't affect us.
Right.
So what we're looking for when we do a Legionella risk assessment,
yes.
We're looking for areas within the property that bacteria can develop, such as heated water, which is between 20 and 50 degrees, or in shower heads which aren't clean. In fact, anywhere in the water system that hasn't been kept clean, there's a potential for water stagnation and bacterial development.
Yeah, I think there's so much bad advice out there. Sure. It's so easy to buy policies on the internet now, but really something like a landlord's policy could be catastrophic if you've got it wrong.
Yeah.
You do need that liability. Malicious damage by tenants is excluded on a lot of policies.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest amount of claims that we have come from that.
Sure.
So I think it's worth coming in and having a chat and finding out that the prices will be as competitive as the internet prices, but getting the expert knowledge as well.
And what type of questions are they going to be posing to you tonight, and what are you going to be telling them?
We'll be giving them answers to all the questions they have, really. So I think a lot of it will be what's the deciding factor between either staying as a self-managed landlord or choosing an agent. There's a few different factors involved in how you would become a licensed landlord if you are a sole owner or a joint owner, if you've got more than one property. There's lots of grey areas that people just need clarification on to then put them in a position to decide which way they'll license themselves or use an agent. So yeah, you need to do training as one of the 3 or 4 things to become licensed.
And what about you guys? Do you provide the training?
Yeah, we will do. That's an offer that we're going to be sort of putting out there tonight. So for the people that have come along tonight, there's an exclusive offer, which is a reduced fee and a simple process to get that underway. And then 2 days down the line, from the end of this week, we'll be doing a still a reduced offer for the general public as a client of Dawsons, should they wish to choose us, as opposed to use one or two other options which are out there. I'd be saying that 5 months seems far away, but it's going to creep up on us very, very soon. So the process of registration is relatively simple and a short period of time to do so. The licensing process thereafter is a little bit more lengthy. So look at the process, the time that you have potentially spare to become licensed or to then manage your property thereafter, and if you think utilising the skills of an agent is the way forward, that's what we're here to help. And our courses are very user friendly, they're very effective, and they're we think one of the quickest ways to to tick all the boxes you need to as a landlord.
Just make sure you keep that date in mind and get online to check it all out, to find out where the dates are. If you want to do a day course or if you want to do the online course, really, get looking around to see when you need to do the stuff.
Well, it seems to me as though you know your fat, Charlotte, anyway. You seem to have it all worked out. Good luck with the process.
Thank you very
much. And good luck as a landlord moving forward.
Thank you very much. Thank you.